There's no way I can talk about my dad and not talk about my mom. I'm here today to talk about my mom, give her tribute to my mom. In this video, I am going to tell you how my mom showed me prayer. I am also going to share with you how her funeral was and the dancing that happened on that day. In this video, I'm also going to tell you the beating that I received when I was a teenager. Hey, come and see. That beating needed an award. But now I look back and I say thank you to her for the beating that she gave me. I'm going to talk to you about how mom used to invite street kids to our house, young men in church, someone like Pastor Mike and Pastor Edward, who are now pastors. They were young men then, and they would always come home, for meals and support and everything. And now they're pastors with their own churches. It's such an amazing thing to know the impact that my mom left in this world. So I come from a family of 7, 2 girls and 5 dudes. They are dudes, all of them have families. And I really thank God for them. We had such a good time growing up. Right now, everybody is in different locations, but we try our very best to still meet up and to hang out and keep in touch. Growing up in my mom's home was just amazing. I remember her chicken. She used to make this chicken with Royco and onions only. Hey! And tuvitu that she used to make for my dad. Tuvitu, those were like pancakes, but a little bigger. My goodness, I miss my mom very much. My mom was such a spiritual. I always see her as she was like the Moses of our times. And the reason why I'm saying that is that Moses was a servant of God who was really like a radical Christian. And my mom would get upset when she sees people messing around in churches. And can you imagine now me, her younger daughter, messing up? Let me tell you, there's this one day, my mom was going for chama, the women's gatherings, and she was like, I'm leaving you here. She had githeri on the moto, the jiko. It's a mixture of beans and maize. They had one, so they take hours to boil before they are ready, and then you can fry them. So my mom was like, I am leaving. I'm going for this women's meeting. But you're the one who is going to take charge of this githeri to make sure it cooks properly. Me, I wait there. I'm a teenager. I wait there when I have a date with my boyfriend. Hey, this is my first boyfriend that used to beat me up. I had to go meet him. Kweli kukosa kujua, my God. So me, ati nichunge githeri, mimi. No way. What I did, as soon as she left, I added more water to the brim, maximum, that sufuria could hold. I added water. I was like, you know what, I'll just go for a quick date. And by the time I'm coming back, the food will still be okay and my mom will not have come back. That was me in my head. Let me tell you. The meeting ended sooner. Or maybe my mom was even tricking me. She came back before I returned. So everybody knew my mom was terror. As soon as they saw me come back to come back home, everybody was waiting like this, like, leo kimeumana. As soon as I entered the house, she grabbed me, My mom used to pinch you. You know, you used to be pinched here at the thighs. I don't know about you. Maybe you were good girls. Me, I wasn't. Eh? I was pinched that day. And our compound used to be like open. Like people passing on the road, if they hear any kind of noise, they can peep through and see what's happening. So the yelling that was happening there that day with my beatings, everybody was like, eh? That was a beating that deserved an award. My mom beat me up. She took she took my top, the top that I had, she tore it. And I kept it for years to remind myself of that beating. But now when I look back, I see the benefit of what she was doing. She was doing that, and as she was beating me up, she was like, I don't have money to give you. Me, I don't have money to give you. If you're not going to behave and be educated, education is the only thing I can give you to be successful in this life. Those words keep coming back to me now. And I'm like, you know, I really deserved that beating. I deserved that beating. And it stopped me from misbehaving. You know, as a teenager, you want to be out there. You want to be like the others. You have a boyfriend and, you know, not being given work to do at home. So it really shaped me to be the person that I am. And I'm so thankful to God for where I am right now. The other thing my mom was so radical was, so this guy that I was dating, the same guy that as I was dating, of course, she knew that the guy wasn't born again. And we had those episodes of, you know, we are together, we part ways, we are together, we part ways, we are together, we part ways. And she had seen the calling of God in my life. So my mom was like, no, no, this one, I will not allow this one will not work. So one day, for me to be able to stop this relationship, like, hapo, she said, this is what she said, that it is either me or you. One of us has to die. Yeah? I said, to die? I ain't dying anytime soon. I was not ready to die because of a man. No. I said, hey, if I'm going to lose my mom because of this guy, that's it. I'm done. My mom. So my younger brother, again, David, was working on me coming to America. And so the paperwork was sent for school and everything. And then me, I was like, so I'd met another dude. Hey, Jambi. I'd met another dude in Mombasa. Hey. And I was like, no, me, I'm not going to America. I am getting married. My mom was like, ini ujinga gani sijai kusikia. At the time, she had gone to my brother's wedding in Jamaica. She came back and she's like, you girls, you never desire to do better. You never desire to want to live a better life. At least desire to fly and go somewhere, you know? And better yourself, better your life. It took my mom to drive, to get into a bus and come all the way from Kisii to Mombasa, to come and convince this guy, to convince me to let me come to America, and that maybe here when we come, we'll have a better life. And for sure, we came. I came, he came, but things didn't work out, unfortunately. But you see, my mom had that thing. She wanted the best for us, for all of us, the 7 of us. Another thing, my mom, oh my gosh, when I think about it, my mom, can you imagine this tiny small business that she had? She would give 150 shillings a week as a seed before God, as a covenant before God, for us, for the sake of us, her children. 150 a week, that is 600 a month, 7,200 a year. Wow. That she wanted everything to go well with us. And when she rested, I took over the baton. Every year, now for the last 11 years, I have been giving that same seed as a covenant, before God. So that the prayers, whatever secret prayers she had for us, that God will continue. That when God sees that covenant, when sees that seed, He will be able to remember us, and that all may go well with us, and that God may have mercy on us. So I don't know about you. Maybe this is something that you can do. You can stand in the gap for your family. You can stand in the gap for your family and begin to give a seed or begin to do something as a covenant before God for your family, for your children, for your husband, for your church, for your nation. She taught us so much. There's something else that my mom was never a participant of, many things in the community, and we learned a lot from her. Like, for example, there's a time, like ladies in Kisii, they gathered to have like a chama where they were all meeting, and like they would give an amount of money every month, or I don't even know how often. And this money was supposed to, like when they have death in the families, that money would take care of it. And I am telling you, my mom was the only one in the whole Kisii town that she refused to enter. She was like, no, spiritually I don't feel right. I feel like this is making a covenant with death. That the spirit of death has to make sure that your children, your kids, or your family members have died so that that money can be used. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Parents, mothers lost their sons. A lot of their firstborn sons died. And it gave us that fear. And that's why I don't join chamas like, oh, this is for, I know it is good. I join other chamas for other reasons. But this one, that, so that in terms of death, so that we can help you, I learned from my mom. I said, no, I'm not doing this one, because for me, you are taking, or you are making a covenant with the enemy, and he will make sure that that covenant comes to pass. That spirit of death, it will come and sweep you and your family. So no, for me, that is the understanding and that I got from my mom, and I'm going to keep it, and I will pass it on to my children and to my children's children. My mom was such a minister of God. My mom used to help street kids. Can you imagine? We used to have, like, she would go to the shop and come home with all these chokoras following her. The street kids, people who have the homeless, if in American terms, the homeless kids. They would be following, and they would come there and sit with us and eat on the same table. You would not even say a word. She took them as her own. And then she also used to have a ministry with the women every month. And my sister-in-law, Shiko, can attest to this. Every month, they would go to women's ministry, and she would empower them. She would make them like plant trees and educate them about being, kukua wasafi, and to take care of their homes and their husbands and their children. Oh my God. My mom used to support ministries. It was during the funeral day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. I watched it on I can't remember what we were using then. It wasn't YouTube Live. Some thing we were, Zoom was, no, it wasn't Zoom. Something, I can't even remember. But you pay, and then they show you what's going on in Kenya. So the people that showed up on her funeral day, Even my family, they were like, who are these? Who are these? She would touch pastors, ministries. She would give offerings. She would attend meetings to empower men and women in different churches. We never even knew that was going on, especially after they moved from Kisii and they went to Banana. Oh my God. And then she loved worship. Hey, my mom loved worship. There's this song, Tigaware mwena wakwa ukidoerera thocia ngoro yakwa nicigiahotire. That song, my mom loved it. And I think my sister sang it during her funeral. But also she loved praise and worship. I hope I'll find that video. Now I'm telling you, women, you would think it was not like crying. It was a celebration of a giant of faith. Had rested. So, oh my God, my mom, it was more of spiritual stuff. My mom used to take me, and that is how I think she saw something in me. She would take me, you know, like Samuel and Eli. That story is usually given like in a negative way, but for me, my mom used to take me to church during the week. Random days, she would just take me. She's like, hey, let's go pray. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I'm a teenager. Remember that time? Can you imagine you are a teenager, your mom dragging you for prayer? But now when I'm in my 40s, I appreciate that because she was building a foundation that was going to stand for years to come. She taught me prayer. I would see her. She used to pray with Mama Shiro of Kemorori and Mama Nimo, also who has rested. Those women, I would see my mom come from work in the morning, and then the three of them would enter the bedroom and they would go and pray, and they would fast for days. I saw it, and that's what I learned by seeing, and also her taking me to church to pray. Little did I know that that was going to be my line in life. I love prayer. With everything that I have, I love prayer. There are times I cannot tell you, maybe 3 or 4 times now, I have jetted in Kenya for 7 days. I come from here and from the US, I go to Kenya. I just want to go to Katoloni. Most of the times is when I'm crossing over the year. I go to Katoloni for 7 days. I'm in Kenya and I'm back. That's how much I love prayer. That's how much I love to connect with God, because my mom put that foundation in me, and I will be forever thankful. I will forever be grateful for her, for all that she did for us. So I don't know if there is anything significant that stands out for you with your mom. You can just put those at the comments. I would like to hear. You can share your thoughts about your mom. Maybe you got beatings like me. Tell me why, and if that beating helped you. So my goodness, I miss my mom. She was such an anchor. She was such a strong foundation for us in our family spiritually. She stood as an army in that family. And also my dad, she took care of my dad. And you know one thing, there's one thing that really used to stand out for me, no matter where she was going, whether there were birthday parties or if there was a church meeting, if it was exactly 6 o'clock, and the meetings are still going on, my mom would chomoka, chop, out. Why? Because it's time to go and take care of dad. She knew how to separate church and family and husband duties. And I respect her for that. I learned so much from my mom. So, Mom, I love you from heaven. You know, continue resting in peace, you and dad. And I will finish with this word. You know our God, our Father in heaven, He's our Father. The God in heaven is our Father and our Mother. What does He say in the book of Isaiah 49:15, I believe, 45:15, one of the two. He says that, can a mother forget the child at her breast and not have compassion on the child she has born? Though she may, I will not forget you. I just want to tell you guys that we have our Heavenly Father. Whether your mom has rested, whether your mom is alive or not, we also have our Father in heaven, who symbolizes the mother and the father in our lives. That though people might forget you, He says He will not forget you. So do not feel forgotten at all ever in your life, because we have our Heavenly Father who loves us and who takes care of us. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. Let me know your experiences with your mom. If there's anything that stands out, I would like to hear to know. And I will see you next time. Remain blessed.